So Gaffer, today you've completed the loan signings of Issa and Russell. How pleased are you to get the deals done?
Well, we're very pleased indeed to get the deals done because I waited and waited and waited for the players that we were waiting for, Dylan and Dickie. We knew that Callum Burgess had gone to Oldham, but because the two clubs had got new managers at Reading and at Charlton. Unfortunately, they needed to keep them around longer, and I couldn't run the risk any further. And anyway, it was beginning to look like both clubs were not going to loan them out at this stage. So I quickly moved on to these two lads because we'd talked about them. And we felt that they would be great additions to our team, our squad. Both of them are young footballers with fantastic potential. They both play for their prospective England sides and are highly rated by Aston Villa and Everton. We have seen them both play, and they're probably just ahead of their years. Obviously Russ looks a bit older as well, he is a little bit older. But you know, Issa comes from a sporting family. His dad was a professional cricketer, and I think Issa could have been a cricketer as well. But he chose football and he chose us because he had a few options. So it's nice. We know that they've strengthened our squad just at the right time.
We'll start with Issa. Obviously a centre back, but he can play a few different positions.
Yeah, he can. He can play right back. He can play centre of midfield as a holding midfielder. He's basically a defender, but and he's played left back for England as well. So there's a few strings to his bow, which is always handy. And of course, Russell's a goalkeeper. And I bring him up, and you smile because I think when he was younger, he used to be a centre half. But let's hope he's a better goalie than he is centre half.
Rob, Dickie and Dylan Phillips, obviously big fan favourites last year. Obviously you're hoping these two can come in and have the same sort of impact.
Yeah, well I do, and I'm sure they will. I mean, you know, we made a long, not arduous. It was long talk, big talks regarding Dickie and Dylan because it was their first loans, near enough certainly to that level, and we had to make sure that we were backing our judgment, and we got a lot of other opinions, and they come up trumps, and we did the same due diligence with these two, and we think these two will come up trumps as well. I think Dylan will be a bit disappointed that he's not here because I think you feel that it would be better to be in someone's first team, but anyway, it wasn't to be, and we got let down a little bit because it took so long. But anyway, we did have these in mind, and we was able to go straight to it when we decided enough waiting's enough. And unfortunately for the boys, but fortunately for these, we've gone to pass as new.
So Issa and Russell signed today before any sort of deadlines. Does that mean that fans who are coming to the LCI Rail Stadium on Saturday might be able to see them play?
Oh, there's a few new names there, mate, isn't it? Well, let's hope so. I want them to see all of us play, and I think we need the fans because it's the next level up. A lot of our boys have not played in the Football League before, so they're going to need that positive support that our supporters will give them. The more the merrier, of course, not just for the budget, but it just shows the boys that there's good support in the town for them, and big support. So and that'll help us get to a good start because we've got to have a good start. Over 10 games, you know, we've got to make sure we're up there with the leaders. It will show us where we deserve to be after 10 games. So we'll have to wait and see whether we have to adjust in January or not. But these lads have got to take us through to January and get this club competing with the top teams. And there are some top teams in this league. Portsmouth, Plymouth, Luton, they're all teams that are under pressure to get out of this league. Portsmouth. How can they be still in the second division with 20,000 people every week? You know? And so there's some big teams to come up against, but we've got to embrace it and enjoy it.
Okay, thanks very much, Gaffer. We'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thanks.